Al, would you like to do something else from your
Yes,
vantage point?
I would. It's going to be along the same vein, but um, he's going to kind of try and assess who he thinks the most dangerous opponent is right now. So you said there's two that's
Roll
near
me D100.
Tom, and then there. I know this is a subjective thing, but who looks the most dangerous
Roll
around
me
here?
D100. I'm gonna have you
Sure.
do an intelligence check, like your skill intelligence, not
Oh,
your ability
okay.
intelligence.
Hang on a second. Let me. Okay. So I got a
You got a
one.
1, yeah.
Oh
Oh,
wow,
nice.
good job. Darn ones on. That's always funny, eh? You think it's not as common, but it happens
It
from time to
does.
time. Actually, anyways, I'm gonna shut up about that. Actually, the last time I think, never mind, never mind. David, don't digress, you fool. All right. Anyway, so uh, call it instinct,
Mhm.
right? Call it being in the moment. The adrenaline's pumping. You're trying to keep track of everything, but your all synapses are firing, right? Everything is you're riding the momentum, right? And you can see that the individual who is engaged with Gray is moving so fast, so fluid, and seems to be parrying and dodging so um, with such ability that it's reminiscent of the actions of Joan the King back when you went to assassinate Prince Jasper.
Got it. And what weapons do they have on them?
They have two vibroblades in their hands right now and a pistol on their side.
All right. And are they magneted to the ground?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to try. This is going to be a bit strange or weird. I'm going to try and fling one vibroblade as hard as I can into the other vibroblade.
Okay. Roll 1d20. Do not add any bonuses.
Got it. 18.
Can we please re-roll?
All right. 2.
Okay. Unfortunately, maybe it's because the speed of which they're going, maybe it's because of the grip of this individual, or maybe it's because your intentions are too complicated, but neither blade becomes detached, nor do they clang into each other.
All right.
Okay, Piffy, we're gonna resolve your attempts to go through now. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'd like you to roll me a D. Do you have any sort? I don't know if you have any physical skills. Do you have anything that helps with like acrobatics or gymnastics or anything like that? You have running, don't you?
I have running and movement 0G as any sort of physical movement.
Thing. Okay, all right. Movement zero G is more handy if you're actually floating rather than being magnetic boots.
Mhm.
So do you want to keep your boots engaged? Your magnetic boots engaged?
Definitely for now, because
Okay, great, great. Then I'd like you just to roll me a D100, please.
okay.
Interesting. Okay. And just resolve something real quick. Okay. Okay. Good news.
Mm.
You managed to get through thanks to the gaps that Tom made for you. All right. You don't trip. You don't fall. You managed to barrel past the ensuing melee. The bad news is that your vac suit catches an explosive bullet, and it strikes you just above the arm plate. Okay, creating a small pock as bits of explosive fiber go this way and that, doing 4 MDC to your armor. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Monsieur Tom, as you barrel past, you see a floating vibro sword, a scant 2 feet in front of the airlock.
I'll take it.
Okay. Excellent. You snatch it up. Patrick is a mere few feet behind you. Al, what would you like to do? Your friends are pretty much right at the airlock door, or going to be there within a matter of seconds.
All right. Yeah, Al's gonna go in first, ahead of them. Unless that's not possible.
I'm just trying to think of the timing of everything. Unfortunately, because you took the time to do that vibroblade maneuver, and Tom was pretty much already in position, he's going to be in front of you.
Okay, you know what?
But you can. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say no. If that being the case, then Al's going to take one more attempt at that really dangerous fellow.
Okay, if you do that, then you're going to be behind Patrick at this point.
And that's fine.
Okay.
He's going to actually, obviously the blades are too quick for him. He's going to try and yank at one of his feet with as much force. I guess 60 pounds of force.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to say as much. I can be literal.
Roll 1d20.
All right.
No bonuses.
18 again. Don't roll an 18. No.
You know, he didn't roll an 18.
It's true. It's true.
I rolled
he
a
didn't.
I rolled a 15, but I had enough bonuses because of this guy's natural abilities that he is, and also the magnetic boots. But it was mostly the natural abilities that it does not. You don't know if you're, you don't know if this whole magic thing is working for you because he doesn't seem to stumble a step.
Right.
Okie dokie. So, but soon you drop in behind Patrick, and with the clash and the roar and the surprised screams behind you. And by the way, this has happened in a matter of 15 seconds. All right. And you manage to get through the airlock itself. All right. I'm gonna just narrate a little bit to push us forward to the next setting. Okay. So you barrel past. You go through the airlock itself, and you can see a small, probably about a 7-foot long area. Kind of a temporary bridge has been made between the two ships, and you can see the airlock that leads into the Sparrowhawk, the pirate ship, or the pirate ship. I was gonna get cute and say it was Stephen Ward's old ship, but fuck Inferno. Why are you explaining something that you're not even gonna say? Anyway, you can see the airlock going into the Sparrowhawk. That rhymed.
Yeah.
Is also open and ajar. And what you're walking on is strange. It has a texture of fabric, but it is responding to the metal magnets in your evac suits, and you're able to clunk past there no problem. Thankfully, in addition, as soon as you breach through into the Sparrowhawk itself, into the next area, you feel a sense of gravity hit your shoulders. Okay? I'd like everyone to roll me a D100, please. Patrick and Tom, the sudden impact of gravity on your shoulders causes both of you to stumble forward just on your knees, as you're not used to this quick, rapidly adjustment of no gravity to simulated gravity. Okay. Mm-hmm. Whereas Al, you're able to make it. You feel the impact, Al, but you're able to make the adjustments quickly enough to retain your balance.
Got it.
All right. So let me describe the area of the room, for lack of a better word, that you're in. It's slightly better lit than where you just came from, and how can I say it? The interior of the ship looks both higher tech and grungier, if that's possible. The metals seem to have been manufactured sooner, Patrick, to your eye, but the state of this room seems that a bunch of slobs have lived in it for quite some time. small possessions kind of decorate the room itself. And although you haven't been on very many ships at all, this seems to be some sort of bay area. You have 3 paths before you. Okay. You have one very wide tunnel that veers off to your left. Okay. And you can hear voices barking in that direction. Okay. On either side of you, both directly in front of you and to your right, are slightly smaller hallways, smaller pathways leading to other areas of the ship. Where would you guys like to go? I can always repeat myself if necessary too.
All right. So I guess first question: what is our goal?
I think our first goal should be the cockpit. We take the cockpit, they can't leave.
Right.
Yeah.
All right then. We do not have a schematic or blueprint of this. We hear voices in a hallway. We don't really know where any of these paths really lead, but we do know that there's at least people down that direction. Would you want to take a riskier route of, well, not even riskier, it's more of like, do we want to wander around aimlessly, or do we want to go towards the voices?
I would say go towards the voices, because the cockpit's either going to be to the left or right of us, most likely. And it would stand to reason there would be people in the cockpit, so let's do that.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Excellent. So you guys want to head left, right, towards the voices themselves?
Yes.
Great. Who will be leading in this daring escapade? Well, it's wide enough. The hallways... Well, I just want to know where you're going. Whether you're going in single file, where you're... Actually, it's wide enough for you all to be standing next to each other, right? So kind of give me a general idea of who's going first, who's going second, where your general positioning is.
I think Al's going to stay behind them, otherwise there's too much chance that they might run into him. Because they won't know where he is.
I guess I'll go first then.
Okay. So, Patrick, are you going to be beside Tom or behind him?
I will be beside Tom.
Okay. All right. So you both, well, all 3 of you, but for lack of a better word, no one else knows.
Right.
So you guys start heading down the hallway, and you pass by a few quiet rooms, which clearly some of the doors are open, some of them are closed. But taking just quick glances inside, prove that they're both unoccupied and that they dropped something on the ground.
I
They're
dropped
both
my super glue, I'm sorry.
They're okay. Listen, Squee. I know you're excited, but you don't have to literally glue yourself to your seat.
I was trying.
Anywho, that they're both unoccupied and that they are clearly personal rooms of some sort. As you head towards the voices and towards what you deem to be the front of the ship, two things of interest. The first is right above you seems to be almost being like a viewing area. If a ship could have a sunroof, this would be it, which implies from the exterior of the ship, you would be in around this area so far. Okay?
Cool.
The second thing is that the voices are pretty clear, and you hear a voice, in fact, the same voice that you overheard over the comm, says, Jesus, what the hell's going on? Rocket, Mockingbird, help them out, and if they can't, then start to disengage the fucking tethers. Would you guys like to do anything in these few seconds?
Well, I would think that they would come to us trying to get to the thing, right? Unless you guys think that we should go back to the airlock.
No, I think an ambush is a proper.
Yeah, let's set up an ambush.
It's what they they deserve nothing less.
Yeah.
We'd be bad guests if we didn't.
We do have confirmation that Mockingbird is coming coming to us, or that we think. Also, Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're keeping track of everything and all that. We might have forgotten something.
What?
Is Bear with us?
I totally forgot about Bear.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Just a second. Well, I know. I mean, there's only so many things I keep track of. I'm glad of your consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Bear stumbled off the get-go, but
Okay.
actually, soon after, you feel a presence behind you, and you look behind you, and you see Bear, and he only has one blade in his hand, and he goes, "It was difficult getting past. I am ready."
Tom will sadly look to him and hand him over the blade that he stole.
He gives you a
Here you
nod.
go, Bear.
Gives you a respectful nod.
You hear a voice from the air. Find cover quickly. They're coming.
Yeah.
From the air.
Yeah.
Well, you're not fucking ethereal, and you're not floating anymore, you twat.
Yeah. There's gravity here, sir.
I'm so mean. Poor Squeeze just trying to describe something. And I'm like, what's
I
the
will
matter
have
with
you know, I cast invisibility during a lunar eclipse. So
Oh,
anything,
shut up.
the sky's the limit. Who knows?
Anyways,
where
you
I am.
hear the disembodied voice of Al.
Right.
Bear nods and he ducks into a nearby room.
Tom, Patrick is going to lay an arm over you and try to kind of have you and him kind of press against the wall back towards one of them.
Okay.
He's going to whisper, "Hold still," and he's going to start murmuring. And what you see first is Patrick dissolve and look like his entire outer part looks like basically the wall, and he's going to murmur a very similar thing, and you'll notice that your visor, the thing you're looking out, shifts only slightly in vision.
So that was very nice, but what friggin' spell did you cast?
I cast Chameleon. It is a 90%
sure.
concealment as long as we do
Yes.
not move.
Yeah.
Good. All right. I thought that's what you cast, and I appreciate the description, but I just need for the record. what you
Yes, of course.
be like, fucking guess DM.
Yeah. Get on my level, DM.
You can't make up spells, Patrick.
That was Globe
And
of
then a
Daylight.
cupcake
Inferno.
covers in front of your eyes. What? You can't create cupcake? Yes, I can.
I summon an imp. What?
They're also MDC icing cupcakes.
Oh god. All right. Anyway. Okay.
Mini
Excellent.
ludicrous mage.
So I'm gonna just start describing something. Okay. Now, if you want to do something, before what I described, that's fine. We'll retroactive it. Okay. But don't interrupt me.
Got it.
Right. So soon after you get into position, actually, a mere few seconds, you first hear the falling of two sets of feet heading towards you, and Al, wait a second. Are you? I reckon you're not standing right in the center of the hallway, correct?
No, not right in the center, but I
So
do
where are
want to
you
have
positioned?
like up against the wall where I'd have the best view of who's coming while still not directly in their path.
Gotcha. Okay, so you'll be pressed up against the wall, looking down the hallway.
Mhm.
Gotcha. In between two of the rooms. Okay. Right. Anyways, so Al, you're the first to see, but soon the others will see as well. Approximately about 40 feet in front of Al's current position, two individuals in their vac suits. One of them is wielding a laser rifle, while the other one is wielding, it seems to be a recoilless pistol in his hand. They're armed and they're heading right towards Al, clearly. They don't seem to be saying anything. So a man and a woman. The woman has black hair with a white streak in it, while the male looks like some sort of mutant with a very, very pointed, literally like a nose that like comes to a point, almost like it's a triangle in a way. Less of a actual nose itself. And his skin has a really sick yellow waxy color to it. Currently, they're 40 feet away. Now they're... Okay, I'm done describing, by the way. Now they're 30 feet away. Now they're 20 feet away.
Yeah, I want to cast a spell. No, you know what? I'm going to wait until they get to the ambush area, sorry.
They're 10 feet away, and now they've just passed Tom. Like, they are, like, almost... They just passed the room that both Bear, Patrick, and Tom have ducked into and are blending against.
All right.
Okay.
I would like to cast a spell.
Okie dokie. So now this is the interesting... Now we're going to roll initiative, but you'll get first action, okay?
Okay.
So everyone roll initiative. In fact, I want you guys to roll initiative first, sort it out, and then I'm going to add my guys at the bottom because they've lost initiative, for lack of a better word. You've surprised them. You get to act before they do. It's just
I need an initiative roll for Bear.
No, I will roll the initiative roll for Bear. Yeah. What you mean? I know what you mean, but you don't desire anything. You desire what I give you, motherfucker.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
Dude, it's okay. I got like...
I know. I'm just being a butt.
And rocket. Excellent.
11.
Oh, 12.
12.
Okay. So sort between Tom and Al, please.
Mm-hmm. Boop.
Great.
Al, what is your physical prowess?
19, so below yours.
Okay. Yeah.
So actually, Al, Tom will be able to do something before you get a chance to.
All right, that's good. It might change what I do anyway, so.
I am going to shoot a mega plasma bolt into the rocket duder's back. Or at least I'm going to try to.
Yes. Please roll to strike. It's really close, so you only need to get a 5 or higher.
Boom!
Yep. He can't defend himself because he had no idea what was happening. So roll damage, please.
That is... 1 second. Dope. 10 mega damage.
Excellent. Oof. Okay. So, out of nowhere, a firebolt, erupts from your hand, slamming into his back, a mere 6 feet away from your current position. as it scorches and creates this big black hole on the back, doing a large amount of damage to this vacuum suit.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's one action. Al?
Al would like to. Are the two right next to each other still, or did like the
Yes,
fireball?
they
okay.
they are right next to each other. They're parallel to each other. They're about 3 feet apart from each other.
All right. Al would like to wrap them up in a big snuggly carpet.
Okay, so casting spell. You can only cast 2 spells per melee, so we'll use up half your attacks. That simulates you actually blah blah blahing,
Right.
saying the words and then casting it, right? So you want to wrap the blanket around them?
Yes. Well, yeah. I can. It's 10 feet wide by 20 feet long in any kind of shape I'd like. If it's enough to wrap around, my main focus is their torso and arm area to keep them from being able to use their arms.
You can wrap. I mean, if it's 10 feet long and 20 feet wide, you can do as you described, which is wrap them up together. It won't force them to be clung together, right? But it's enough to cover all of them from front to back,
Then I would like to.
and
do
like
that.
10 feet wide from like top to bottom.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Great. Now, I want to give you a heads up. If it wraps them completely up, that blocks line of sight. Now it's just 2 guys in a carpet, pretty much in the middle of the hallway. So, in fact, that's exactly what happens. Your spell resolves, wraps them up, and now you guys see a glowing yellow force, a sticky carpet, that has now wrapped around these individuals. Patrick?
Patrick is going to stand still.
Okay. So I'll tell you what, you can just not do anything. This is kind of a new thing, right? Instead of me just marking off an X saying you can't do anything, right?
Mhm.
You're pretty much holding your action, right? So once we resolve Bear, Mockingbird, Rocket, Tom, and Al again, if you still don't do anything on your second attack, then, time is up. And that action is now done, right? But
Okay.
you know what I mean? Because I've thought about this, and it's not fair for you to lose an attack just because you're waiting on something else, right?
All right.
So you're going to just pass for now. Okay.
That
Bear
sounds
also kind of passes for now because he doesn't know what the plan is anymore. But he actually, that's not true. He leaps from his hiding spot, goes, nah! Just kidding. I just
And
had to redo the there derp.
Again, I see Chewie.
He's like bear slash.
Roar! Anyway, he's wielding both his blades. He jumps in the hallway next to, by you, Al. He's not next to you because he doesn't know exactly where you are, but he's kind of blocking the hallway, getting ready to fight, keeping a careful eye on these magicked individuals. Mockingbird says they both take their actions at the same time. They're not able to move, but they're able to speak. And they say, well, Rocket doesn't really say anything other than a surprised curse and struggling noises. But you hear a female voice ring out and says, "Shit! Wither! They're inside the ship! We need help!" Tom,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
I think I'll sit back and wait for that new person.
Okay. Al, what would you like to do?
Well, first, I'm curious. Is there enough room to slide around them?
No, there is not.
Okay. If they were to be pushed to one side or another, would there be enough room?
How are you going to push them?
That would be my next question. Telekinesis that's already active?
Unfortunately, it can only do 60 pounds of force. Both these individuals weigh more than 60 pounds.
Right. Then, how high is the ceiling?
It is about 12 feet tall.
All right, so not that tall. Let's see here. What would I do? Pass me for now while I think.
Patrick?
Hey, it's me again. I'm actually going to sit there and do nothing.
Okay.
Well, not actually sit.
All right, so
down
I'll
there.
just burn, round number 1, but you're still passing.
Yeah.
Bear's also kind of passing right now. You hear a confirmation on Mockingbird's radio as they continue to try and struggle. Tom?
I will pass. Mark me down for one less action.
Al?
Al's going to he is going to okay, I know what I'm going to do. The EVA suits have an umbilical cord. 80 feet, I believe, is what it was.
Yes.
820 feet.
Okay. Well, yeah. He's going to use his umbilical cord to wrap, kind of loop it around the blanket and then pull.
Unfortunately, how are you going to get to the other side of the blanket to loop it around?
Okay. Actually, I shouldn't need to. All I should have to do is attach it to the blanket and then pull. Right?
Carpet of
Sure.
adhesion. Yeah.
So I'm going to
Sure.
attach it to the blanket, get a good 10 feet away, and just heave. And maybe even ask Bear if he'll help me heave it to the side.
Okay.
Like a giant glowing cocoon.
All right, so it will take one action to retrieve the umbilical cord, another action to attach, another action to talk to Bear, or you maybe be talking to Bear at the same time, and saying heave,
And guide his hand to the invisible umbilical cord, yeah.
and Bear will take two actions to help heave. Since you and Bear are doing the heaving. Now I have to do something. What is your physical strength again?
My physical strength is 14.
Okay. Let me look up Bear's physical strength. Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. It's Bear. He's pretty strong. Okay. Now I have to figure out exactly how much these guys weigh. Okay. Roll me a 1d20, please, Al.
All right. 7.
First time you try to pull along with Bear, you are unable to pull these guys aside or knock them off or anything like that. They are stuck in place for now.
Okay.
Right? Now, maybe I should outline this a little bit more, okay? Because I mentioned that these two people were passing Tom and Patrick when the attacks first happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's happening is that on one side of the hallway, Bear and Al pulling at carpeted people in the center of the hallway. On the opposite side of this sticky mess is Patrick and Burn. Clear as day?
Yeah.
Groovy. So, Mockingbird and Rocket continue to struggle. Tom, top of the turn, I'll mark off the one that's been passed. Would you like to do anything?
No. Go ahead and mark off that other one too.
Sure.
I'm literally just going to wait until that new person comes.
How about you, Patrick? You doing anything other than waiting?
If I am in a room, I would like to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're
slowly-
in someone's personal quarters. Yeah.
All right. I like to slowly shuffle 2 feet a second, or 2 feet in general.
Okay.
Yeah. No, whatever.
I love
2
you.
feet in action, I guess.
No, you can just don't worry about it. You move 2 feet. What else would you like to do? 2 feet is like not even a side step.
no,
Cool.
I'm trying to basically kind of shuffle out of towards the door. I don't know where I am in the
Okay.
room, but I'm trying to very slowly get a view outside the room.
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. You can see, looking outside the room itself, looking down the hallway. To your left is a carpet adhesion, a carpet of adhesion with a couple people inside, swearing and cursing and being very confused. And to your right, about 50 feet down the hallway, you see a large metal blast door.
Huh. All right.
Of course, there are about 4 rooms, 2 on either side of the hallway, between your position and the blast door as well.
Well, I suppose until something happens, like a person gets into view, I'm going to be sitting nice and cozy.
Okay, so we're done. Bear is, so bravely going to try and pull on his own. No, Bear's strength not strong enough. And the turn resolves. Tom, are you still looking down the
You know
hall?
what? Yeah. There's no indication that somebody's coming, right? At least from our side.
Not in the first 15 seconds of this combat, no.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my other vibro sword and start stabbing at the carpet.
Great. So you take out your vibro sword and you stab at the carpet. And please roll me a 2 strike, please. Wonderful. You hit the carpet. Please roll damage.
And
Great. Does the carpet of adhesion have any sort of damage attributed to it, Squee?
No.
Okay, all right, no problem. So you don't seem to do any visible damage to it, nor any damage to anything that's inside. And as you try to pull your vibroblade away, you realize it is stuck to that carpet.
Why would you do that?
because I thought it was gonna be like just poking at them. Okay, I guess I just lose a vibro sword. I'll just go back and hug the wall.
Okay.
This is what happens when you carpet.
I wanted to do something, but okay.
Okay,
fine.
so on Al's turn, he would say,
See, okay, I heard you were going to say something, but I fucking interrupted you, Al.
Yeah.
You let him resolve his goddamn action.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I heard you about to say, why would you do that? And like, no. Let people make
Oh,
mistakes.
no. I stopped myself too, because for that exact same reason, I was like, I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. It's your turn, Al.
Al would say, we've got this covered. Get to the cockpit before he does something.
Boom. Patrick.
Boom.
Oh boy, a blast door. Let's see if it can open.
Okay.
How far away is it?
I said 50 feet.
Well, it will get me my entire turn to get to that. So there's that.
Okay. So boom. 3 actions to get there, and you're just outside the blast door. Okay.
And my
Mhm.
it's chameleon. Yeah, chameleon breaks when doing that.
Okay, sure, no problem. Does it, when you stop moving, when you get to the blast door, does it... Yeah,
No.
of course it would re-engage. Oh, no, okay. it
No,
just breaks.
when you do like full motion, the spell just disperses.
Oh, gotcha. Now, you don't just have to run there. Do you want to say something or take something out as you're moving towards the blast door?
My weapon should be at the ready.
Okay, great. Wonderful, not a problem. Do you want to try to pull as you talk there with Bear, Al?
Yes, please. One more time, and then we might try something else.
Okay. Same thing, roll 1d20, please.
14.
Hey, Timber! So they kind of just get knocked down, and now the hallway is kind of not nearly as blocked. It's still blocked on the sides, but now there's like a good 8-foot gap
Got
between
it.
the floor, and you see a vibro sword on top of the. On top of the.
Very confused.
How did that get on the outside?
May I ask something real quick? I may have understanding speed. Is speed like the number that you can move during that one turn, or is it
No,
per second?
the speed is the number of feet per second you can go.
Okay. Then in only one of my actions will get there.
Great.
'Cause I
I
moved
thought
out of
I was
speed
going to
at
ask
1
about
feet.
that when we got back to you, but you sounded so confident. I didn't want to tell you. No, but that's okay.
Don't tell me how to play my character, Inferno. Ugh.
What do you mean? Don't tell you. All right. Mockingbird and Rocket are now on the floor, still extremely, extremely confused.
I would have laughed at him, but Al wouldn't.
All right. Tom?
I'll join Patrick down the hall.
Great. Just a second. Now, 1 second, homies. Okay. Al?
Al is going to, yeah, Al is going to try and take a rolling leap over the carpet. They're on
This
the
is
floor.
amazing.
Okay, I should ask before I do this. How
Yeah,
much
ask about the
distance would I
mechanics.
have to clear?
You would have to clear, 10 feet, because it was 10 feet tall, right?
Right.
So the carpet itself is about 10 feet long.
Oh
With-
boy.
People in
Also,
there.
don't forget,
You are wearing
now,
heavy metallic boots.
yeah, and
Oh.
also you are now tethered to the magical carpet.
Oh,
That is
no,
now
you
tethered
No,
to
no,
the
no, 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 no. I thought about that, but I have
But
820
there's
feet.
100 and something
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
But still, I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah,
though.
I thought it would be funny too, but I was like, no, I have plenty of feet. You know what? Better idea. I am going to. I've never tried this before, so I'm going to try this and see what happens. I'm going to try and start walking up the wall with my magnetic boots,
Yeah. Ooh,
and
there
then I'm
you
going
go.
to try and walk around them
Yep. That'll take like one action to do.
while letting out the umbilical cord as I need to.
Cool. Sorry, Patrick. When I get to you in a moment, I have to use the washroom real quick, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, it's not even going to be a thing. You have 820
Yeah,
feet.
I know.
820
I know.
feet.
That
So
would have been hilarious. I'd do like a rolling leap and make it like halfway and belly flop onto the carpet.
and now you're on the carpet. Well, fuck.
What's this sword doing?
Damn it! I thought it was going to be like one of those magic shows.
But even
where,
if
you know,
that's the case, you
have
do
the box,
realize you would
stab
never
it.
get it back, right?
No, I
It's
didn't
the
know that.
carpet of adhesion.
Look. Okay, I clearly wasn't thinking. Okay, shut
No,
up.
no, it's fine. It's hilarious. Besides, if you think about it in character, it's not like Al's ever explained this spell to Tom.
No. I stab you. What the fuck?
Hello.
I-
Actually, that'd be hilarious.
My
Tom's
sword.
like, Al, what the fuck?
All right,
Yeah.
Patrick.
All right. It's a
So
blast door.
there's a blast door that's in front of you. You do see a control pad off to the right of the blast door itself. It seems to be a numerical pad. I would like you to also roll me a D100, please. Okay. That's all I need. Thank you.
Ooh, numerical lock strictly.
Mm-hmm. Electronic, obviously.
Well, I don't have a computer, so I'm gonna have to use what I can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a screw for this. Well,
Had a character, don't you have the ability to jack into things like that, or is it just specific?
I would have to actually I would have to have the wire for one.
Oh,
Number two,
Two,
you'd have to take off his helmet.
oh
I would have to take
yeah,
off my
that is a
helmet.
very
And
good
three, it is a strictly numeric lock and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
I would basically have to take off the panel. And I have no way of doing that other than trying to bash it, and that doesn't seem to be very good. And firing at it doesn't seem to be very good. So, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a look at the pad, and I'm going to try to figure out what numbers somebody would actually use in this circumstance, the most likely numbers. And what I'm going to use this with is cryptology. Or
Nice. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Roll me skill check, please. Let me know how much you succeed or fail by.
people do not freaking try to password their stuff very well. Succeed by 10.
Okay. You have enough time to plug in 2 different sets of numbers, but they do not. Both times a red light shines over the padlock, and you hear an Bear does what Al does and walks over the other side with his magnetic boots. Just a second.
Surprise!
Am I the only one that just wants to point at those two on the floor and just be like, ha ha?
So the doors open. The blast doors open suddenly, and you see a 6'3" individual. His teeth are sharp, like a shark's teeth, and his nose is really just 2 slits into his face. But other word, he looks very humanoid, with the exception of like a snaking scar that runs parallel against his forehead. And he gives a bit of a shock, a little bit of a shock of surprise. So I'm going to take off an attack, his initial attack, because he used it to open up the door. But seeing these 2 interlopers in front of him, he gives a curse, he steps back, and he raises a hand. And Bear, I'll say you're probably about, because you're going around this guy, so you're about 40 feet. I would say you're about 40 feet away from Tom and Patrick, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's fair enough to say. Yeah, okay, great. Tom, Patrick?
Yeah.
I'd like you to roll versus non-lethal poison, please. And I would like you to make it more difficult by 2. So minus your roll by 2. Or if you have a bonus, take that bonus off by 2. He's not Voldemort.
Damn it, blast. It's a straight D20, and I failed by 2.
This is the first time I got attacked by poison. I had armor specifically to be immune to poison,
Well, it
and
might
I don't
not
have
be
it.
poison. It might be like my neuroblades have the same save roll, so it might be something else too.
So you both failed.
Yep.
So all of a sudden, Tom, Patrick, you are overcome by a sense of nausea and dizziness. You are now -5 to strike, parry, and dodge. Your skills are have a -20 penalty, and you lose 1 attack per melee.
Fantastic. I'll just delete this attack.
Erase it, and I'll erase that until I'm going to just put in sick for your duration. I mean, for as long as you're sick. Okay? And that's his action. And I'm going to take away the name of surprise and put in the name of the captain, which they were calling out for. Surprise, surprise. These guys completely stuck. They can't do much. Tom?
Well, I guess I'll just try a firebolt to this guy's chest,
Okay.
main body. Let's
Okay.
do this.
So penalty of 5 to hit.
-1, 7.
Hey, that's enough. He is no. He took a few steps back, so he's not within hand-to-hand range of you. So he can't try to parry your blast aside. Not like he knew exactly what he could do anyway.
Mhm.
So is he going to try and dodge it? Yeah, fuck it. He is.
Okay.
So it's a fire blast. It goes very, very fast, and it's very, very close. So he's going to get a -10 to his roll.
Mhm.
So what's his bonus? Oh, wait, no. It's a straight -10. Oh. Damages,
Yay!
please.
10 mega damage.
10 mega damage, you say?
Yes.
Great. Now, I guess I didn't fully describe this fella. I described what his face looks like, but his armor is... You remember this armor. This was the shining, gleaming armor that had such a big price tag over at the vault. It's the same armor that
Blink has.
same style that Blink has. And it
Fantastic.
you create a nice big scorch mark on the front of this nice shiny armor, ruining its shiny, shiny, shininess. Okay, so that is your action. Al. Al, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry. Here's a good question for the sake of fairness.
It better be good.
Yeah. Is any part of my umbilical cord not invisible anymore? It says items that you drop turn visible, and it's kind of connected to me, but not really, so I don't know how that works.
I'm going to say no. Once it goes beyond 5 feet of you, it's no longer invisible.
I think that makes sense. All right, so there's a bit of umbilical cord just visible.
Yeah. There's a couple guys blocking his line of sight. He can't see this right now.
Al is... There's no way he can try and shoot at this guy without risking hitting Tom or Patrick.
Damn straight.
Yeah. Al's just going to keep... he's going to get back on the ground so that he's not trying to fight gravity.
Okay.
And then try and get closer.
How close?
He doesn't want to get so close that he impedes them, so maybe 10 feet away from them.
Great. Al? Please roll versus non-lethal poison.
Got it. Let's see here. All right.
-2.
Oh, -2. All right.
Yeah, penalty of 2.
Minus dose. I failed.
Same effects. -5 to strike, parry, and dodge. -20 to skill checks, and we will remove one attack per melee until you are also not sick. I wonder if... Well, so that was your action. Patrick is now out of actions because he's feeling all dizzy and nauseous. Bear is going to go right next to you, Al. He doesn't know any better.
Right.
And unfortunately, he's also going to have to roll versus non-lethal poison. Oh, Bear. Everyone's so sick. Everyone's puking everywhere. You don't actually puke. We feel nauseous.
Everybody's down with the sickness. Yeah.
Oh, God. Boo. Boo you.
Boo.
Did I mark? Wait just a second. Okay.
You didn't mark Bear's action yet.
That's what I wanted to know. He's now out of actions too. Okay. Wither is going to move up to you. He's going to close within hand-to-hand distance of you, Tom. And you see there's an ion pistol on his side, but he doesn't reach for it. Instead, he goes to touch you. Just to touch you. Tom? And let's see. What's his bonus to strike? +3. That's definitely a hit. I don't think you can take any defensive action. Well, I guess you could try to... I can't remember, guys. Did we decide that you can parry even if you're out of actions per melee?
If I recall correctly, we did, but the thing
Yes.
is, I don't have anything to parry with.
Except your hands, but yeah.
Well, that results in him touching me anyway.
Yeah, that's good point. See, that's exactly...
Yeah.
Okay, good thinking.
So-
Very good thinking. So you won't bother.
You
okay.
don't have your other sword?
No. I
gave it to Bear.
I gave it to Bear,
Oh, yeah.
and the other one was stuck in the carpet.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
Well, fuck.
mm-hmm. So that resolves. So, Tom,
Mm-hmm.
just give me a second. Tom, as soon as the tip of his armored fingers hits your suit, you feel a wave of rotting pain. Take 3 damage straight to your hit points.
Ugh. Jeez. Okay.
Mockingbird and Rocket are pretty much out for now. Ow.
All right, Al is going to try to back up about on 20 feet or so, because he knows that obviously something's going wrong here.
Okay, so you back up 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You are still sick.
Got it.
Out of actions. Hearing perhaps a cry of surprised pain, Wither gives a sick smile of his shark-like teeth and tries to hit you again, Tom. That's
Ain't
enough.
shit I can do. Da, 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 da.
6 straight to your hit points. How many hit points are you down?
I am
well, you're
down
down
9
now.
hit points. And I have 40 left.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
hit points?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hit points. Yeah, not SDC. Hit points.
No, at every level we roll a
Oh,
d6 for hit
Oh,
points.
I know, but Squeeze sounded really surprised at
Yeah.
hit points.
Yeah,
But yeah.
hit
Wow.
Yeah.
I only have 21 SDC, guys.
Oh,
But
that's
I have
funny.
40.
Only 21.
Yeah, I was like, because I got 27 hit points. I'm like, good lord.
Okay. And Mockingbird and Rocket. So, what is the duration of the carpet of adhesion? Al, we didn't
It
resolve that.
is. Give me 1 second.
That's
10
kind of
melees
important.
per level of caster. So 30 melees.
Oh God. Okay, never mind. This will be resolved by.
Let's hope.
All right, top of the. Except I got Withers all messed up here. One last action from Al.
All right. Well, here's a good question, Tom. Would you say that you've bent over in pain or anything like that? Like, or is it still just?
Oh,
as
He
hard
doesn't
to
have
hit?
enough actions to bend over or do anything.
All right.
Yeah, I can't bend over, I can't move or anything, but you're definitely hearing fucking screaming.
What are the chances of hitting Tom if Alf takes a shot?
You won't know until you try. I can tell you, mechanically speaking, is you have to do a called shot, and if you miss, there is a good chance of hitting your friend.
No, that won't work. Alright, Al's at least going to do this. Al's going to try and pull the ion pistol off his belt. With telekinesis.
Roll me D100, please.
Sure. 16.
Okay, that's good. Oh, that's very good on a D100 roll. Okay, because there was a percentage chance because he's so close to Tom that Tom was blocking the line of sight of his ion pistol. But luckily, through the melee, you're able to spot it. So here's the problem, Al.
Mm-hmm.
Spells take half of your actions.
Oh, right. So I'll have to, either wait till next
So you don't
turn.
have enough time to do it.
Yeah. I'll just monitor that in my head then. Oh, gosh.
So since you rolled that, I'm not going to have you re-roll to try and find the ion thing.
Okay.
Right? But
Right. Al's really just going to take a moment to steady himself.
okay. Top of the order, Tom.
Well, I can only do one real thing, and he's going to be able to parry it. But he has me grabbed.
Don't
right?
limit yourself. You can move. You can do all sorts of things.
I can move?
Of course you can move. You're not paralyzed. You're dizzy and nauseous. That doesn't mean you can't move.
Yeah, but he has his hand on my shoulder or something, right?
No, he's just touching you. He's just poking at you, really, with his fingers and cackling as you get hurt.
Okay, I'm going to fucking move back down the hall.
Yeah, he's
I
not
have
grappling
nothing
you. He's
melee-wise.
just trying to touch you.
Yeah. I'm
So
moving
you
back.
move away. How far down do you want to move? Because there's a carpet about 50 feet behind you. Al's about 20 feet behind you.
My speed is 15. I'm barreling down.
So
Okay.
that's
I just want to know how
So I can
far
move-
you go.
30?
Okay. Yeah, you can.
As far as I can.
Well, as far as you can go is until you hit the carpet, which is 50 feet.
Oh, 30 feet.
Okay. Al. Ooh. Al, it's the top of the round. I like you to re-roll your save versus non-lethal poison and don't have a -2 penalty now.
if you're trying to say something,
If
you are
you're trying to say
muted.
something, you're muted, Al. Are you gone? Okay, there you go.
No. Sorry. Yes, I can definitely do that. I also have a question. I'm not sure if my telekinesis wasn't still active. I thought it was still active.
It's
It's
not,
1 minute per level of experience.
How many experience levels are you?
3.
No, it's been beyond 3 minutes.
What?
Since when you first cast it.
Yeah, but you said
Yeah,
it took
so
like
you were
15
on our
seconds
own.
to get to the airlock, and since the airlock, okay.
Here's
just
the
go
thing.
with it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah, please just go with it because
Yes.
narratively you're going down the hallways. You heard them speak. You waited for them to come. Just
Yes.
roll
I'm
with
sorry.
it, please.
I'm not gonna. Yes, not gonna question it. Just go with it. Yes, I will re-roll. 14. It is 14 on my character sheet, so I don't know if that.
So tie to the defender.
Oh,
So
sweet.
since something bad's happening to you, you're good. You're no longer sick.
Okay, that's good.
Well, you say that.
I know, right? It's better than bad.
All right, it's your turn.
Al is going to, now that he's feeling better, he's going to. Oh man. He's going to get in front of Tom and take a shot at Wither.
Okay, Tom's 40 feet. Well, Tom's actually behind you now.
Oh, well then never mind. Then he's going to just take a shot at Wither.
Patrick is still very close to Wither, though. Like, he's right next to him.
All right.
You'll still have to do a called shot.
Oh boy. You know what? Yeah. You know what though? Hang on. Give me a second. Now that I'm not affected by everything, I am going to still take that shot. I'm not going to try and hit anything in particular, so I'll just take the called shot.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Roll it.
give me a second. All right, so this is a +7 because I don't have that +1 anymore. $16.
Great. Roll damage.
All right. $14.
Great. 14 damage. And what weapon are you firing with?
The space rifle.
Spacer laser rifle or ion?
The laser.
Okay, so I half that damage. 7.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay. Okay, so you can actually see little bits of red refractory light kind of shine left and right as you hit it, but you do create a small pockmark of damage on the chest of his plate. Patrick,
Oh boy, how close am I?
you are like 3 feet away from this guy, not even.
Oh boy. Well, I would like to not be 3 feet away from him.
Great.
So I'm going to be going towards the cockpit, I suppose.
Okay, so you're going to try to get past him.
Oh, he's in front of me?
Yeah, he's in front of you. Because you
Oh.
open up the airlock, and there he was. And he's like, "Hi, how's it going?" And then push. You can slide past him. There's enough room. I just wanted to make you know that you're going to be going past him, which is fine. You can do that.
Oh. 3 feet. Oh boy. Well, I know what Patrick's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to cast um magic net.
Oh, okay. Great. I'm assuming on our good friend Wither.
Yes. Unluckily, it is also going to be hitting me.
Oh.
Both of us need to dodge.
Oh. Okay.
It's not save versus magic, it's dodge, and you have to
Mhm.
roll a 16 or higher.
Oh, okay. So let me double check my dodge bonus. Okay, 4. 16 or higher, you say? Mm-hmm. It doesn't get it.
Where
Let's see if
is
you do.
my dodge? 2.
Okay, so both of us get affected by this spell. Now, Patrick. Oh, actually, hey, you only have 2 attacks. It's gonna take half your attacks.
Yeah,
This is perfect.
surprise. The person who doesn't have that many attacks doesn't get that affected by casting magic.
Yeah, so
Thumbs
there
up.
you go. See? Don't be so sad. All right. We
So,
what's the effect?
we are both snared. Normal weapons cannot cut through the net. Only
Oh, yeah.
magic damage or mega damage weapons, magic
Uh-huh.
weapons, and magic can affect this net, even though it requires 2 full melees to cut or blast out.
Oh boy.
The people who are in the net are helpless and unable to attack or defend.
Interesting.
Spellcaster can cancel a net at any time.
All right. So excellent job, Patrick. Yeah, the bad news is that well, why do you think both you and him would be caught in
It's-
the net?
It is 1 to 6 human-sized victims within a 10-foot area.
Okay, so what stops you from moving 10 feet, even 10 feet back, and then casting the spell?
From what briefly I read about spells, I remember it needs some concentration. I'm already
Sure.
sick, and I don't think I can move and cast a spell.
Okay, well, here's just a suggestion for you. Why
Mhm.
don't you use one action to move back, and then the other action, the other half of your melee actions, to cast a spell?
Because I thought I could only use one of those actions. And you know what? I'm way okay with pinning myself down.
Okay, all right. We'll just or we could just say in the panic of the moment or not wanting to get closer to your friends or whatever, you do that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is that all of our, interestingly enough, Wither is tied up in this magic net, and I don't think he can even get to his ion pistol at this point. You guys feel nauseous, you feel incredibly sick, but I'm going to be pausing combat because right now, at this very moment, none of these pirates can hurt you. All right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, give me... Actually, guys, it's getting kind of late. It's 11:24 or something, and I know Squeepy has to work in the morning. As odd as this sounds, do we want to pause it from here?
We can.
Until, you know what I mean?
It is
Because
actually a good place to pause.
It is, yeah.
if you think about it, you can guys decide what you want to do next, and it gives me an idea of what I want these guys to say to you or to threaten you with, and how things have resolved in the airlock in the meantime. So, as crazy as this sounds, although the situation hasn't been resolved, the combat kind of has been for now. So yeah, let's just pause it here.
Sure.
Could you put next to myself and Wither 2 melees?
Sure, net 2 melees.
Dun, dun, dun.
So the net itself only lasts 2 melees? I thought the net you
Lasts
so
2
the net
melees per
lasts a long
caster.
time.
per caster.
but,
Okay.
Per caster
but it
level.
will, if you're sawing through the net
It
with
still
mega
takes
damage
2
stuff,
melee.
it'll still take 2 melees.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
Meow.
Woot.
Awesome.
Mo.
No. I've been seeing the pictures that you've been drawing, by the way. Marine dragonfly.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
It's been pretty good.
Oh yeah, me likey. All right, guys. Well, anyways, I don't know if we're still recording, but if we are, thank you for watching.
Oh yeah, bye
With me
everyone.
being weird.